What's up everybody, this is Saber and welcome to StarMade Station Reviews. So this is the show where I review StarMade stations that have been built by users for the official StarMade Station Building Contest, which will be deciding what new stations will be in the game in the full release, I believe it is. Full release or new update, whichever one it is. So this station is the SpacePort, which was built by Marinello. Now, it actually has a couple different names in the process that I had to use to get it in. It's like SpacePort, Trading Center, a whole bunch of different things. But basically, this is a trading guild station, which is actually a really, really sweet setup. I mean, as you can already see from the exterior, it's got a lot of nice details on it. But there's some really cool stuff going on inside, too. This baby has a high-tech factory built into it. It's got macro assemblers, it's got micro assemblers. You can refine the ores, it's got a control room, an office area, it's got all kinds of stuff. So what I first want to show you guys though is the docking setup that this thing has. So as you can see, it's kind of almost a similar design to the default station, which I actually really like because it's just it's a more advanced take on that. So what I'm going to show you guys is if we come around here, you can see that there are red lights and green lights on the ends of these kind of arms that extend out. And that's to show which docking modules are currently occupied. The red one is actually, it goes all the way through the station, and it's occupied by an Isanth right now. So the other two docking units are completely free, so they light up as green. But another thing that I wanted to point out is the use of the crystals up in the upper and lower parts of the arms to help simulate windows, which I really, really liked, because from a distance, it really looks like it's a lot bigger than it actually is. So here's the main dock, or at least what I assume is the main dock. So right in here I got this Isanth, and you can see, because it's docked, the lights are red, so there's some great but fairly simple logic going on here, but it's really effective stuff depending on you know, where the lights are located. It helps convey a very clear message with fairly simple logic. So coming out all the way, you can see that, yep, the red lights are activated, so that way nobody tries to go into one that's already, you know, docked up. So let's go ahead and head inside. And first, I'm actually going to go up first to get to a build block. That way I can grab a couple of stats for you guys, which will have already shown in the little graphic that I had at the beginning with the name. But also to make it a little easier to traverse this this station. Now, as you can see, there's a nice little office in here. There's also two elevators that go up, but then there's this handy dandy building block over here, which I'm going to be using. So I do this mostly because I want to save a little bit of time to show you guys around the place. So I really like, and I actually only just saw this, that usually I don't like having lights sticking out of the wall, like at weird angles, but since he did every single light, it really works, because it just gives it kind of a stylized design to it, because it looks like it's intentional. It's not just, oh, it's clearly, you know, just blocks sticking out of the wall. It looks like it's supposed to be triangular shapes. But then down here, through this really cool glass walkway, is what I assume is some sort of a cryo room. I'm not 100% positive on that. It is something like that, though, because in here is just this little kind of tube thing with, I have no idea what is in it. Actually, now that I think about it, that's probably the undetonator. So it probably is indeed supposed to be like a cryo room or like a cloning room or something like that, but there's one of those on each end of the station. If we go all the way through, you guys will see it. So there's another one right down here. So yeah, I bet it is actually the undetonator and then kind of a cloning tube or something like that. But a really nice use of an open, kind of glassy, airy feel to it. As I continue on up, you'll see it's kind of an industrialized exterior, but then it's a very nice kind of office feel for the interior. So we're going to go ahead and go on up into, if I remember right, this is the factory level coming up. Yep, right here, this is the factory level. And what an amazing factory too. He's got all the micro assemblers and macro assemblers built in here, but he also did a great job of actually making it look like it's a factory. Like it's actually, you know, churning out stuff and coming out on conveyors, and it really, really is an effective look to it. He also makes great use of all of the decorative computer monitors, as you'll see even more so up at the top level. He throws them all over the place, and it really makes everything look pretty high tech. It's a really cool effect that he's got with that. And I believe that I did a video on this before. Maybe it was just a live stream. Gosh, I can't remember. But this is the same guy, if I remember correctly, that made one of the best cruise liner shuttle kind of things that I've ever seen at StarMade. So not entirely surprised. Oh, I just noticed the lights too. Not entirely surprised at the quality of an interior that he's got in here, because this is really astounding. So going up one more level. Wait, actually, I don't know what this level is. Oh, that's right, I remember this level. So he's got some logic out here. Actually, I don't think this one works. Yeah, that one doesn't work. However, this one over here does. He's got little airlock doors over here that you can use. So that's pretty nice. Gives you a little light to know, if it's open or not, but this just goes right into space. I would almost like to see a secondary door just so it's an actual airlock, rather than just one door outside. But I mean, that's something that could be worked on if you chose to. So we're gonna go ahead and head on up to, I believe, the office/control room. And this is gonna show you guys what he did with all the computer monitors, which I think is just amazing, because all of these are kind of recessed in, so it actually looks like it. But I think there's actually a specific desk. There's the one. This is like my favorite desk or control monitor panel that I've ever seen in StarMade. I mean, it's so effective, and it looks really realistic as far as like how it would be laid out. So a really superb job with that. And then, as you can see, got a nice view out there at this, looking out at the arms of this gorgeous station. I really, really like this one, and I'm hoping that it does at least get selected for Trading Guild. Well, I guess it's its main purpose, so I don't have to worry about it being selected for something else, but I really hope this one does make it, because it's a really, really nice station. It may have, as far as I understand, it is, it follows all the guidelines for the contest, so I don't think there's anything that's too rare in this thing, but there are, as you can see, some pretty high-end blocks like the faction permission modules and stuff like that. But I think it could, maybe if it's like a rare spawn, I think it would work pretty well, because I mean, it is a big factory, so that would kind of make sense for it to not be super common. But it really is just superb. I think it fits the style of what Scheme is going for the Trading Guild and stuff. It's very civilian. It feels very civilian. Like he's got these great couches over here and stuff. But it really kind of matches everything pretty well, I think, as far as what Schema had imagined when he kind of set out his guidelines for what he wanted. So another thing that they've got, or that he has, is these red and white lights over here. So I don't have anything docked over here currently. Yeah, if I did, then basically like these white lights at the end would turn off, and then the red ones would turn on, just to signify that there is indeed something docked there. Okay, so once again, this has been the SpacePort, which is by Marinello, and really a superb build. Like I said, I really like how it reflects kind of the guidelines that Schema had set out. It's very civilian-esque, kind of matches the general style of the very first default stations that were in the game. And actually, I want to zoom in on some of the details here, because he's got some great details. Like up here, it looks like some solar panels that he's got, which I actually used the same material for solar panels before, so it works really well if that is what those are. And then there's a nice satellite dish down here. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and do some longer shots. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you are enjoying this series. I have made a couple of improvements from the previous episode that I did. Hopefully you guys are enjoying those. If you have any more suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. A link to this station will be in the description, as well as a link to the official forum post about the station contest, which will be ending on August 12th, I just found out. That's the word from the forum, at least. So if you guys have any station ideas, I'd start jamming them out, because the contest is going to be over pretty quick. But yeah, if you guys have any stations that you have seen on the website that you know for sure are for the contest, then I'd love to check them out. If you think they're really, really good. I'm not doing a blind test or a blind review like I do with the ships. I'm actually trying to find some of the best ones, so that way I can, get some notice out for those, and let people, see what's really potentially going to be in the game later on. So anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I think that's actually about it for me. I'm going to try and crank out one of these a day if I can help it, although I might get busy, so bear with me if I don't. but I'll try and make up for it if I don't either. So yeah, anyway, thanks again, and hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll catch you later.